So we have a massive crab in that left corner.
Guys, this one is epic.
What are you doing, Mr. Krabs? We're just gonna give it a wiggle. That was quick.
Oh yeah, it's the size of
your
my
hand. That's
guys, this area is proving to be good. He wants to be a YouTube star. Hey everyone, and welcome to this Gale Force Twins episode. If you guys have been following along on our channel these past few months, you will have seen that the crabbing has been, I would say, like, kind of tough.
It's been a tough crabbing season, and on our last poll, we claimed it was gonna be the best poll ever.
So is this one gonna be the best
Do we dare to make
ever?
the same claim again? I think so.
I do think that. So if you guys, again, have been following along, we've been experimenting this season by putting our traps in new spots. So this is the third time of moving the traps to a new spot, and I like to say third time's a charm. So we're gonna take you guys with us. We'll see if it works. My name is Emily.
My name's Amanda, and welcome to our channel, Gale Force Twins.
We have 4 stone crabs in the trap. Now, one looks like it might be a keeper, but guys, I'm happy with 4. 4 is a pretty good start.
I think we're off to a
New
really
area,
good start.
First trap has 4 crabs in it. It's a good sign. This guy is on the tiny side. You can tell he's a little guy back in the trap.
Yep, they're pretty wild, aren't they? Oh, there he goes. Okay, first guy was too small. We might have 3 that are too small.
This is cool. All right,
no
guys.
Claws.
So this crab has no claws.
Oop, there we go. All right.
And if you look at each arm, you guys can see
he has a
that
nub.
they're little nubs growing back. So for those of you TikTok haters that say it's cruel, these crabs, they can live without claws. They can eat without claws. They don't need their claws to eat. Now, when we pull crabs out that have 1 claw, we typically will throw it away. If it has 2 keeper claws, we'll usually only keep 1. But it is 100% legal to keep both claws.
Yes, and what the crabs do.
And I will say, before I even say that, I will say that we're also assuming that it got pulled and someone took the claws. Maybe it got in a fight. Maybe its arm got stuck in something. There's other reasons why they release their claws except for humans.
There you go. So just to send this cutie crab home.
All right, little guy, go home and regrow your arms. This is another really cool crab I'm excited to show you guys. So look at how tiny this arm is. So this arm, he's pretty small, so he probably lost it in a fight when he was younger, and it's already growing back. And then this claw, honestly, it looks like he might have a bit of a genetic mutation because he's missing, or he got into a fight and his bottom claw broke off. So you can see that there's only 1/2 to his claw here. And then he has this whole claw. And again, guys, he's alive and eating and breathing well. Either way, he is not gonna have any keeper claws for us, so he's gonna go home. This is the 4th crab that was in the trap. Neither of his claws are keepers, so we're gonna let him go. Here we go, 2nd trap, and guys, this area is proving to be good. Take a look, Amanda.
I think we did it. Okay, so we're just gonna peek into the trap. So we have a massive crab in that left corner. We have a catfish, which we don't wanna keep. We have a massive crab in the right corner. And then we have 2 little crabs that are too small. And it looks like both crabs in the corners, that left corner crab and that bottom right corner crab, are gonna have double keeper claws. So I think we might have found our secret crabbing spot for this season. Let's remove the catfish, send that guy home. All right, which one do you wanna grab first? He definitely doesn't have keeper claws. So we're just gonna go ahead and toss, goodbye. And one more, definitely not a keeper. Emily's gonna grab that guy. You go. And then just so you guys know, Emily's wearing our new Gale Force hoodie. It is fleece lined. Velocity releases a crab. Fleece lined hoodie. What else is special
I'd show you guys.
about it?
Well, something unique about the hoodie pocket. How do you explain the hoodie pocket, Amanda?
Oh, it's not like a 1 pocket.
Right, it's not like 1 pocket, it's 2 pockets, but it looks like 1.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, I like it.
So
Hope
if
you
you're
guys
really
like it
enjoying
too.
this video, we'd love a subscribe, or you can visit us at galeforcefishing.com/shop.
Check it out, we have a crab with
Double keeper
most likely.
claws.
This one, we should double check, Amanda. Want to give it a measure?
Let's go ahead and double check that right now. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is our little, I don't know, our
Gauge.
utility bucket. Oh, all right. Let's get this. Oh, okay, never mind. Too small.
So the right claw is the crusher claw, and this is going to be the keeper claw. And the left claw is the pincher claw, and it's too small to keep, but either way, guys, we would probably only keep one. There's a couple ways to release the stone crab claw. One is to put on a flat surface and just push straight down, which is what we typically do, what you guys typically see us do to get a release of the claw. Another way is to stimulate them dropping their claw. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a knife and stick it in.
As if the crab is in a fight.
Yes, kind of like the elbow joint. So he's gonna think he's in a fight, but then he's gonna naturally like release his shoulder. So that way it's definitely, you know it's a clean break because he did it the same way he would do in the wild.
Just going right into that joint, we're just gonna give it a wiggle. That was quick. So just go in, wiggle, Mr. Krabs, send him home. And I think we got a winner, stone crab dinner.
Next big crab in the trap. Left claw is too small. Right claw is definitely a keeper. You ready, Amanda?
Yes, let's do this. All right, just gonna go into the joint straight, give it a wiggle. And by wiggling it, we are stimulating a release.
That's what you got it, yep.
There it is. Goodbye, Mr. Krabs. Thank you for your claw. Are we feeling lucky, Emily? So Emily is pulling up the trap. They're heavy.
This one is a dud.
Oh,
it's got a catfish in it.
Well, you can't win them all.
No, you can't.
So we'll just take a check. Oh, we got a little crab in there, and we have a catfish. So Emily, why don't you pull that catfish, and we'll do a little catfish education. So here we go. We're looking at our catfish. Now, the reason Emily is using these tongs to grab them is because the dorsal fin and both of the pectoral fins have barbs on them.
Saying that they are poisonous is technically not the correct way to say it, but saying that they have a really intense bacteria that if you get stabbed will definitely get infected and you'll probably need a trip to the doctor is very accurate. Or we like never touch them basically.
Just let's send them home.
Guys, this one is epic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crabs. Easily 5 of them have keeper claws, easily. So we easily got 5 crabs.
Good thing we have friends coming into town this weekend.
Yes, so guys, we have friends coming in town this weekend. Gale Force mom is around right now. So we are going to be having a family dinner tonight, that's for sure.
Alrighty, just going to go on in. There he goes. Mr. Krabs release his claw. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and just give both these claws a measure. So this one is
obviously
hold on, I'm doing this with one hand, got a camera in my other, there we go. Definitely a keeper. So the bottom of the gauge goes in what we like to call the elbow joint, and then you want to make sure that that bottom claw is larger than the gauge. So there's a C on it, that means crab. Now we're gonna flip the gauge around.
This one is gonna be very close.
There we go.
But look at that.
And it is larger than the gauge. So this guy has double keeper claws, but we're just gonna keep the big one. And here we go, just stick the knife in, and the crab will automatically release his claw for a nice clean break.
This crab is really cool. If you look closely, you can see that his left claw is significantly smaller than the right, which means that either last stone crab season, he got his his claw taken for a meal, or he got into a fight and released it, and now it's growing back, and it's pretty large as of now. A little fun fact, guys, if you haven't been following along on our previous stone crab content, you might remember, or not, that was a really nice release. Yeah. You may or may not remember that it's 5 traps per person. We currently have pretty much 10 out, so 5 each. I have a feeling we're gonna do really well in this one spot. This spot has 6 traps, and then our other 4 are in a different spot, but guys, this spot's probably gonna be the spot that we're gonna have to move everything to
for the rest of the season.
We found it, Amanda. Let's talk about
the colossal claw.
So if you guys go to a grocery store or any type of market where you can buy fresh stone crab claws, you will be charged based on size. So I believe I don't know if they have small, but I know they go medium, large, jumbo, colossal. So colossal, this is colossal. This is like
as big. Sure it's not a jumbo?
I mean, it's
okay.
It's
I
up
would
there.
call it colossal, but
this one would be like large.
I think so. I'm sure there's like an actual weight or measurement.
Right. I'm sure there's like proper measurements, but generally speaking, you will pay based on size. So you can.
So you do less work for more meat.
Yes, less work for more meat is basically the way to look at it.
And once again, we're gonna go for that stimulation of a crab fight. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Krabs. Wow, look at that in your hand. No, the claw.
Oh yeah, it's the size of your hand.
That's colossal. You're right. It's got to be.
This is colossal.
I would be really interested to go look up the actual measurements. Or
maybe we'll have it pop up on the screen for you guys. How about that?
Learn
we don't know because we don't really buy crab claws from the store.
We get them ourselves.
We always do it ourselves. This guy's definitely too small. Let him go.
There he goes.
Also, if anybody's wondering what is in our traps, this is the remains of pig's feet.
Oh, it's like the hoof.
So this looks like the hoof part. So they sit there and they eat the pig's feet. And if you guys look, they have this, some of the pig's feet still has meat on it. So even though it's gross, when I come and pull my traps and I see that there's still meat on it, I feel very relieved and happy because it means that the entire time I wasn't out here pulling my traps, my crabs were eating and happy. So what can happen, which is illegal if you don't pull your traps every 10 days, you're not supposed to go past 10 days. But let's say you leave them out for a month. Don't do that. But let's say you do,
even better, let's say you lose your trap.
Or you lose your trap. The meat will eventually disintegrate and then the crabs in there will end up eating each other and then killing each other. So the best thing to do is to make sure you have plenty of food in there for them, whether it's fish carcasses or pig's feet. I like pig's feet because they last forever. Every time I pull my traps, there's always leftover meat. So my crabs never really go starving. So the little guys can go home and continue their life, and the big guys, I'll keep
They keep growing.
And they keep growing. Final crab from this trap.
Oh, there's another baby in there.
There's another baby in there?
Yep, there is.
Okay, definitely
All right.
final keeper claws.
Gonna, once again, stimulate the natural crab fight. And he releases his claw. Thank you, Mr. Krabs.
Last crab in the trap, and I was just gonna toss him because he's too small, but then I was like, no, we don't do that with you guys. We take you along with us and show you everything good and bad.
Cutie patootie.
And I think we should just appreciate how adorable and cute he is, and the fact that we have a small, cute little healthy crab that we're gonna let go, and he's going to live to grow and grow bigger claws and be part of the stone crab fishery.
All right, next crab on the next trap, and he's a little guy. Let's send you home. Goodbye. 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 What are you doing, Mr. Krabs? We're trying to send you home. Try to show him where home is. Does he release himself? Let's just try that really quick. There we go. And still doesn't want to go home.
He wants to be a YouTube star.
He wants to be a YouTube star. Come on.
Oh,
there he goes.
Here's a good example of a crab claw that is like on the cusp of being a keeper, and we're definitely not gonna keep it, but we'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, if you look, the elbow joint is at the bottom of the gauge, and you see how it literally fits the gauge perfectly. The fact that it even, if it was like outside of it, then it'd be a keeper, but the fact that it's just inside of it, this guy's not gonna be a keeper and we're gonna send him home. Same applies for lobster. If you measure your lobster, they can't fit the gauge. They have to be bigger than the gauge.
Alrighty, another
Check this
loaded trap.
out.
So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Seven crabs.
Stone crabs. I think we've forever found our new crabbing location. There we go. No keepers on that guy, that's for sure. We've had quite a few keepers. Next crab. All right, no keepers there. These guys are smart. They know that they're going home. They're not holding on for too long. Some of them though. All right, and goodbye. And next one, here we go. Goodbye.
All right, the last three in here looks like we're gonna have to measure them and see if they're keepers.
There we go.
Nice release. Let this guy go. On second thought, after looking at the other two, the last two in the trap, neither of them are going to be keepers. So we will let them go.
There we go. This guy says goodbye. Come on. Go home, Mr. Krabs.
There he goes. Last crab, going back home.
Goodbye.
Guys, the sun is setting, so we need to get home. We need to cook some dinner. Let's check out this bucket really quickly. Here we have our bucket of crab claws. We definitely have enough for a 3-person dinner.
Oh,
or
definitely.
a 4
Look
to 5
at
person if you use it as
all
an
those
appetizer.
claws. And if we don't use them all, we can freeze them.
Just so you guys know, you have to cook your claws immediately. Like, go back home and cook them. You can't, it's not like fish where you can freeze the raw meat. So you have to cook them first. We boil them for 6 to 8 minutes. Then if you don't eat them, then you freeze them. Another piece of information for you guys is...
We'll tell them how we freeze them. So boil them for 6 to 8 minutes on a hard boil.
Yes, hard boil. then let them come to room temperature.
Vacuum
then
seal.
and put them in the freezer.
Yes.
Now, if you're gonna eat, let's say you catch them in the morning and you're gonna eat them later that evening. So still go home and boil them, but then what you can do is not crack them. Put them in the fridge and you crack them before you're gonna eat them. So don't crack them 5-6 hours before you're gonna eat them. The cracking has to happen right before you eat. The boiling happens right when you get home.
Yes.
And then if you're gonna have any extras that you know you're not gonna eat, vacuum seal and freeze them.
So don't crack till you eat.
Don't crack till you eat. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We found the crabbing spot for the season. So if you followed along on our last two videos, thanks for having faith in us and showing up for this video too. In the meantime, we want you to get out there,
have fun, and stay safe.